of great value, like 5th, 6th round with receivers this week. Some guys not even getting drafted who I like, like Malik Neighbors in some drafts, going like 6th round. So I think 1st round running back seems to be the play if you can get like an Achane, a Barkley, a Jordan Mason. So that's just how I feel right now.
Brian?
Yeah, the theme of this episode for me is going to be both conflict and feeling conflicted, because looking at last week with the ETR rankings, I pretty much agreed with almost all of them. The late round picks that they had as values, I totally agreed with from a ball knowledge perspective. This week, not so much. I'm not going to plant my flag and say that the ETR rankings this week are bad. They're just not what I believe in. So for that reason, I'm out.
So Anthony, the Sims kind of agree with you for like late round or early round running back. So let me pull up the document for the Sims, because they really like Alvin Kamara and Jordan Mason this week.
Yeah.
So do you guys see this?
Yes.
So I'll zoom in a little bit.
GM Meet Wad, welcome to the stream.
GM. If I can figure out how to zoom in. Hey, Brian.
How do you
bottom right? Bottom right.
Bottom right.
Little bar on the right.
That's a good place for it. So basically, as you can see, this is, I tweeted this out, but this is it's pretty rare for the 101 to not be the top lineups here. So I'll filter out by this is just the 101 now. As you can see, the average payout's going to drop from 28 for the top lineup here when it loads to 19, 18, 17. So it's pretty rare. The number one ranked lineup from the 101 is 36th overall in EV, which is pretty rare because the Sims just really like Jordan Mason, Alvin Kamara combos, which are hard to get now since projections came out. They're much easier to get earlier in the week. And that's going to make them even more valuable because if you think about it, if you can't get this combo anymore, when you could get it, and it's already the top lineup, and because the Sims are working on the ADP from Wednesday. So if you're getting these combos all the time on Wednesday, it just makes it very different. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's interesting because I know on our Tuesday stream, and for those that were there, we talked a bit about this just for a couple seconds, but there was a question that somebody asked in the stream last week on Tuesday about how many shares or what percentage of Alvin Kamara you expect to own, Gumby, going into this week. And you didn't think he was going to project well this week. So it's interesting to see that he's now in the most optimal lineups based on the ETR projections.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw his projections. I did not get that one right, and I feel dumb. But
well, I mean, if you go ahead.
I just think he ran so pure on touchdowns. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the argument would be, everyone's high on the Saints offense. Now it's just a fad of, who knows? Derek Carr could turn into a pumpkin in a week from now, and would anyone here be surprised? Probably not. But the thing that I think why Kamara projects so well this week is, I mean, look what Bijan did. Thank you. Against the Eagles last week. I mean, The Eagles defense is one of the worst defense. Well, I guess one of the best defenses to go against as an offense this year so far. And even the second half of last year too, that was kind of the downfall. So if they're as bad as they have been so far this year and how good Kamara's looked, I can understand why he's that high.
Yeah, and this one hurts too, Kittle, because I was picking a lot of him early in the week.
Really
and
hurts.
He's probably not going to play. 55% seems like a smash. Now it's going to bump up Trey McBride a lot, and it already was Tyler. So that's
do you think that gives Mason a big bump as well? I mean, obviously, I know usually we don't think of tight end having a big impact on running back necessarily, but just curious how you feel that impacts Mason, who was already probably top 3 running back this week, just in terms of value play.
I wouldn't say it's a big bump, probably a couple points in projection, but I think it increases his ceiling for sure.
Yeah, and Ghost has a great point too. Eagles 8.6 yards per carry through the first 2 games to opponents. I mean, with what Kamara has done, if Kamara looked bad the first 2 weeks, obviously he wouldn't be as high as he is, but just the fact that the Eagles D has been so bad this year and last year, the second half, that's probably why he's projecting so high.
I also just checked ETR's projections because they have Kittle projected out now, and they didn't really bump Mason at all, but they did bump Ayuk a couple points. So
Of course, yeah. I mean, Ayuk. I mean, if you're doing like a DFS lineup, I know that's not really what Underdog is about, but
Juwan Jennings.
Jawan Jennings,
Yeah.
somebody who I was trying to get you guys to draft in Best Ball Mania when we were doing those. He's a good player. They like him a lot. So
Yeah, no, he is. He's
Wouldn't be-
productive.
he is. He's a good wide. He's just a good football player, and those guys are generally players I would want on my team. GM Eli, thanks for stopping by. Happy to have you.
I'm going to filter these out by the top 3 lineups too, because it's going to look pretty different.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird week.
It feels like that. It does.
There's a lot of Q tags. You'll see in the drafts, like there's
Yeah.
so many Q tags, like everyone's fallen. It's kind of weird. So from the top 3, the top lineup is CD, Hertz, McBride, Josh Jacobs, DK Metcalf, Kyron. And I'll go to the right. We'll get like optimal rates. So obviously you're still going to get the Mason Kamara in like the second round typically.
Right.
But we'll sort Jalen Hurts, very, very commonly seen here. He's pretty.
You know, you love that.
Yeah, and you can get some game correlation too without needing to stack Hurts because they're playing the Saints, right?
Yep.
So if you get Kamara and Hurts, that's also looking pretty good too.
I was also surprised that Devonta Smith wasn't really showing up that well in these projections. I mean, who do they expect Hurts to throw the ball to?
Well, you also have to consider that like these aren't correlated. So like if Hurts is optimal 66% of the time, you're going to get a bump to Devontae too. That's just not here.
Yeah, that's fair. Just in terms of projections, though, he didn't seem to project well. I thought he looked good against the Falcons. Falcons defense isn't bad.
Yeah.
What do we think the over-under on Eagles Saints is? That's got to be one of the higher totals of the week, I have to imagine, if not the highest.
Probably like 52.
It's not the highest. It's definitely not that high. I think it's probably 49. I think the Detroit game is going to be higher.
I mean, the Saints have almost 100 points through 2 weeks, which is pretty damn impressive when you give,
over-under is 48.5.
What did you say? What did you say? 48.5?
48.5 is the over-under.
Yeah, it's pretty high, though.
Detroit, Arizona is the highest. You're right, Eric. 42.5. Or, sorry, 52.5.
Yeah. So then I just want to go back to the like all lineups optimal rates and just look at some scroll downs that I'm going to highlight. So James Conner's kind of a last round pick. Kyron is a scroll down. He's not going to be super owned. So like if you think about it, he's 8% optimal, but he's not getting drafted all the time. So that's an even better pick than it looks. Jake Ferguson, Q tag, that's a good one. Dallas Goedert not getting drafted. Charbonnet's a big one. He projects really well, and he's not getting drafted. So those are kind of the guys that we'll be targeting.
I mean, I really liked Kenny Walker if he was going to play against Miami. So, I mean, is Charbonnet going to necessarily step in and take on that same volume, same role? No, but, for a guy who's really not getting drafted, especially earlier in the week, that might be a good play right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tuesday.
So I wanted to talk about leverage a little bit before we get into some drafts, just because like the series was kind of designed as like teaching you guys like the like DFS concepts and like underdog concepts and like these drafts. So we've kind of talked about leverage like as we've done this, but not like directly as a concept. So like, do you guys know what I mean when I say leverage?
I could use a refresher.
So basically it's just like, so there's like 2 different kinds of leverage. There's like direct leverage and indirect leverage. Like indirect leverage is commonly what we talk about where it's like, oh, this player is not getting drafted a lot, so we're going to take him just because it's like leverage on the people who are getting drafted, Like if he does well, you have leverage on the field and you move up quicker than if you didn't have someone who's low owned. Something that's probably more interesting to me in these drafts is like direct leverage, where it's like Nico Collins being drafted in every draft, right? So Nico Collins' ADP is 7.9. Whereas you scroll down to his teammates, Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. I don't even know where Dell is. He's pretty far down. 35 and 33. Those guys are hardly ever getting drafted. So if you take one of those guys like Dell or Diggs and they go off, that means that Nico's probably not going off. So you have direct leverage on like a sixth of the field because he's getting drafted so much. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. I mean, if Diggs did what he did in week 1 and scores 2 touchdowns and Nico and him score around the same points, you're getting the value 6 rounds later as a last round pick that someone wasted a first round pick on when they drafted Collins.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Go
ahead.
No, I was going to say it's another good example, and it's probably not something I would necessarily do, but I think it just fits what you are getting at here, like a Tyreek killed Jalen Waddle situation.
Exactly. Yep.
Is that what
my
you're
example?
Say? Yeah.
I was going to say Amon-Ra and Jameson Williams.
Okay.
Look how that worked out in week 1.
Yeah. It doesn't work as well with someone like Laporta just because he's also getting drafted 100%, so it doesn't give you as much leverage on the field.
Or in week 1, week 2 potentially, definitely week 1, Olave and Shaheed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay, understanding.
Another way, like to get like it's kind of like a mix between direct and indirect leverage is like, so someone like Jalen Hurts is getting drafted pretty high up, drafted every time. You could just play the other side of that game and take Derek Carr. If you think that game is going to go off, Derek Carr is drafted a lot less than Jalen Hurts, so it just gives you some leverage on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, or even if you think they're going to score around the same points, Hurts you'll probably have to get in the first round, I would imagine, in a lot of these drafts. If you can get Carr as like a round 4 or 5 pick and get someone like Devon Achane potentially in place of Hurts, that's going to make a better lineup.
Yep. All right, so let's hop in a draft and see if we can gain some leverage.
All right.
No, I like that. That was a nice little math lesson.
Yeah, I think with the way we'll structure it is like we'll do like for the Thursday games, just because like it's not as we don't have as much to talk about before because we already talked about the games, the slate like beforehand, like on Tuesday. So I think we'll just do like a little lesson like that each week.
Cool.
I haven't decided what next week will be, but yeah.
If anyone in the chat has any suggestions on stuff that you'd like us to talk about or things that you think it's important for Anthony and I to learn, please put them in the chat. Leave a comment.
All right, so we're in the first draft. We get the 101. So my ranks are a little bit wonky this week because I didn't filter or I didn't adjust for ADP at all. So mainly we'll be doing sort by ADP, but we can switch back and forth. Do you guys agree CeeDee Lamb, even though he's questionable, is the clear 101?
Not based on the projections, they're not.
Well, you can't look up raw projection.
See, this is a dilemma that I had earlier, too, because I had a draft where I had the 1.01, and everything in my body, because of what I just said a few minutes ago, was saying, all right, you got to take a running back, because that's my strategy. That's what I was saying.
Right.
But I just couldn't do it, and I took Lamb anyway, even though totally went against my strategy.
I think it's also different when you're doing, like, it depends how many lineups you're drafting, right? If you're drafting 150 lineups, you're not going to want to have 0% Lamb. That's just dumb. If you're doing 10 lineups and you think running back early is better, that's fine. Take your stand. Take your running back early because, like, what do you lose if you lose? You lose $50,
Right. So we're on the clock. We have the 101, ironically. So this is a CeeDee Lamb build for sure. Not concerned at all about the question about the Q tag.
No, I think he's fine. He said he's going to play. He sat during a veteran rest day. Like, I'm not worried.
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb's now a veteran. Thank you for his service.
Let me upload my CSV to the Best Ball Explorer just so we have that just for reference. It's going to take a minute or two. Just let me know if we're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to be. Oh, no, we got.
So I'll recap.
We got 3 running backs in a row.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, Anthony. Kind of going with what you were talking about before we went into this draft.
And I think those 3 guys with Mason are really the tier 1 if we're talking like tier based. I mean, I don't know if you guys kind of would agree with that.
Yeah, I think so. So interesting. CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra. We're on the clock in 3 picks here. Then it goes Kamara, Achane, Barkley, and Jefferson to round out the first round. That team that took Jefferson winds up going Devontae Adams with his next pick. Barkley Mason's an intriguing running back build to start. I like that start.
Yeah, that's a great start. That would sim really well.
And then we have Achane and Collins. That's a high upside team for sure.
Yeah, Malcolm and Eli.
198.
Is that Elijah Mitchell's burner?
Might be.
I mean, he's on IR.
I mean, he's allowed to gamble now, right?
Yeah, he should be active.
Yeah.
So we're on the clock in 1 pick here. 23% CD. It does feel good. I agree.
Find myself going more 3 wide receivers due to the FUD with Q tags at the top. Not sure if correct, but willing to mix them in if I miss on Kamara, Barkley, Achane. Let's make this pick and then we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we got back-to-back picks here.
I don't hate.
I'm fine going early tight end.
I also like early tight end too. We could do McBride and then
hope Kyler falls, or would he not?
He might fall. So
Hurts and Devontae. I don't hate that. I usually don't like quarterback early, but I mean, whatever you think, Eric.
Yeah, I'll default to you.
I have a lot of Hurts and CD already this week, so we'll do McBride, and then we got another pick coming up. We can either reach for Kyler or hope he falls back. Where is the Marvin?
I doubt he falls back. I don't know.
Let's just take Kyler. Fuck it. You guys go with that?
I think it's a good start. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Him with McBride and Lamb.
I mean, if him
Just
and
the
McBride hit the white E-Mitch, I respect that. But yeah, let's talk about Ghost's comment. I think that's an interesting one.
Oh yeah.
He
So like the Sims they're always going to love 2 running backs more, just because running backs are always going to project more than wide receivers at equivalent points in the draft. That doesn't mean you should never take 3 wide receivers. It just means that the majority of your portfolio should be 2 running backs. But I do agree with him. This week I am going a lot more 3 wide receivers, just because there are so many times where it's like I'll take like Amon-Ra and then like Jefferson and Nico Collins both fall because they have Q tags, and like that's weird. Like that shouldn't be happening. That's not right.
Yeah. I think the team, if we can go back to the draft board, I think the guy with the second pick, Amon-Ra, Tyreek, and Ayuk, like that.
I was going to say that looks a little nasty right now.
That is a nasty.
That's fine.
That's a great lineup right there. If he can get like, a Josh Jacobs and Zach Charbonnet, or even a Cam Akers, if you want to get really nasty with it, assuming Mixon.
I'm not drafting him in a 6-person draft.
Okay, he's going to get 20 touches if he's the
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers.
I'm touching him in a 6-person draft.
Some people are in on Cam Akers this week.
I'm in on it. He looked decent in the preseason, and if we're talking about leverage, how many people are going to draft this guy?
Yeah, that's fair.
In a 12-person, I'd probably go for it. I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers scrambling. Wow.
Really?
Nice. Hope no one had 100 rushing yards.
Yeah, that wasn't part of my parlay, unfortunately.
So we're on the clock. We have Kyler, CD, and McBride.
Godwin's still there.
I know you were.
You guys running back.
Like in Godwin this week, right?
I like Godwin and I like Jacobs.
I do. Yeah, I'd be cool with either of those picks. I have a lot of Henry on my side.
We got 2 picks, so
we'll do Godwin and then we'll do a running back after.
Kyron in the 4th seems a little rich.
You want Jacobs? He doesn't project too well, but I'm fine with it because I have none of them yet.
He's gonna get touched the ball 25 times. I don't know how the projections don't like him. It's just because he hasn't scored a touchdown yet. But he had 2.
Bingo. Yep.
I agree. 2 would-be touchdowns that would have been that if they wasn't holding.
Jacobs to me is a guy that you're going to get in the 5th this week, and then next week he's going like 2nd.
How I feel about
this is going to be Kamara. Yep.
Is exactly how I feel about Jacobs this week. It honestly is. I couldn't believe the projections had him as a bad pick this week. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Those in the chat, are you in on Jacobs this week, or are you fading him? I'm curious what the sharps think.
It's probably going to be a bunch of projection bros, so they're going to say they're fading him, but I see the argument. I just don't know.
How can you not? He's also looked decent. Week 1, he looked a little slow, but last week he looked great.
I mean, even in the second half of week 1, he was fine. He looked normal.
But you're right. It's all based off him not scoring yet. As soon as he gets in the end zone this week.
Also, did you guys see Mostert is like legitimately questionable too? He had limited practice today.
I saw that. He doesn't excite me much with Skylar Thompson. He's not going to catch the ball.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I don't want to say it's going to be better for HN if Mostert plays, but like he's going to get more receiver snaps. He's going to be used like when he should be, as opposed to like wearing him down all game.
Yeah.
13% Jacobs through 198 drafts, like it even more if Jordan Love plays.
I agree.
He seems legitimately questionable.
I think Love's still going to be out. I think it's a little bit of fool's gold. Yeah.
I think probably less than a 50% chance he plays, but I mean, it's worth taking shots. Like quarterback 18, Stone 36 ADPs, never getting drafted. Like you can get a free swap if you take him in like the last round.
Do you think so? Quick question for you, for Gumby. So one guy that I want to ask about Kittle, right? So we saw the Kittle news earlier today. Obviously, looks like he might not be playing. Is he somebody not for our team? We got McBride, but just somebody that you would take a stab on in like the 6th, knowing that you get just the free swap, and then shit, if he does play, all right, now you got George Kittle in the 6th because nobody's going to draft him now, it seems.
Yeah, I would take him in the 6th. I've also been taking a lot of Jake Ferguson in the 6th too, just for the free swap. But yeah, I think it's a fine swap. The thing I like Ferguson more.
We're also on the clock.
Oh shit. Thank you.
Yep.
running back. I love Charbonnet.
You said he was dust when I said I liked him this week.
Yeah, he's dust, but he projects well, so we like him now.
Oh my goodness. I can't with you.
We're taking him.
I can't. If anyone was here on Tuesday, I said if Ken Walker doesn't play, Charbonnet is going to be a great value, and I got hammered for it by both of these clowns. Now, because he projects well from the magical ETR rankings, they love him. I can't with this.
He's like the running back. He's like the running back 5 this week from ETR. It's crazy.
The whole point.
I still don't like him.
The whole point of doing these drafts on Tuesday for me is being able to get value by projecting how I think these ETR rankings are going to be and picking them when no one else does. So next time, believe me.
So you want to hear the crazy thing? He's projected as the RB4 ahead of Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yes, he's
lunacy.
He's going to get so many touches.
I would have never expected the Charbonnet.
Oh.
Yeah, me neither.
Are you saying that because of game script in your mind? Like, do you think just they're going to be hammering the Dolphins with Skylar Thompson and Sharp is just going to okay?
Yes, the Dolphins defense.
I don't know if it's that simple. I don't know if it's that simple.
I don't know if it's that simple either.
We'll find out. The magic.
I don't think they're going to hammer the Dolphins.
ETR rankings.
Threw like 60 passes last week.
Yeah, I think yeah.
44 passes.
I'm in on Metcalf and JSN this week. More than
I would fade everyone except for Charbonnet this week.
On Seattle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Breaking news, we have our first punt in the Jets game. Not even 5 minutes in.
Nice.
Yeah, the Charbonnet projection, though. The Charbonnet projection I didn't expect. Kamara projection I didn't expect. Jordan Mason I knew. I thought he was going to be the RB1, honestly, Jordan Mason.
Wow, Kamara goes 101. Interesting.
That is incorrect.
Why?
He must have been listening to my running back strategy.
What'd you say, Brian?
It's the optimal build on every sim.
Yeah, but only because you can get Jordan Mason too.
Okay, that's fair. All right, so we're on the clock in 2 picks: Kamara, Lamb, and St. Brown.
That's got to be a newbie, though, right? No badges, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, E. Mitchell, welcome. He took Amon Ra with the 3rd pick.
In the draft, we slot 3. Welcome.
Nice.
Sticker shock and Kamara. Not gonna lie, readjusting. So who do we want here?
Are we going Mason?
I like Mason.
I'm good with Mason.
And then
what do we want? Jefferson.
Like JJ.
Yeah.
Houston's defense scares me, but you can't bet against him.
Really?
Yeah.
It scares you that much that you wouldn't take Jefferson?
When I could have somebody like Nico or Tyreek, I probably would have gone Tyreek there. He's just going to get peppered.
Replying to Meatwad's comment, I saw Kamara going like in the first round earlier this week before projections, and I literally said, I was like, well, I'm going to have 0 Kamara then. Like, I just did not think he would project this well. I would
Why
like
not,
to know
though?
how they get there.
Let's talk about that because he's going up against probably the 2nd worst run defense in the league this year, and he's been damn good so far.
Like, he's just running so good on touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, and like, what if this was 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown?
But 20 for 115. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
What if he scored 30 points last week? Is that projection really that high? Do we
probably?
Think so?
It's the Eagles.
So?
Yeah, it's the Eagles.
Right.
It's all about who they're playing.
All right, I'll trust your ball knowledge.
If you trust
my
ball
Kamara
knowledge,
hate before the season. Everyone hates this dude. I don't get it.
You've been banging the drum for Kamara.
I love Kamara.
Yeah. Anthony loves all those veteran running backs. He just doesn't want to see them retire.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. I'm hanging on, man. I love these guys.
I'll give you Aaron Jones in our Dynasty League. We'll talk about that after this.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Love to have
If any of you guys play Dynasty and want us to talk about that briefly for 5 minutes at the end of the stream, we'll be happy to do so. All right. So looks like Ayuk goes in the 2nd round. That's crazy. I saw him in a couple of drafts we did on Tuesday's stream going like the 5th or like late 5th.
No,
yeah.
He was going early 4th at the latest.
Really? I don't know. That was before Kittle was out or projected to be out.
What do you guys think about Purdy?
I wouldn't touch him this week.
I would still be intrigued in like a 12, like in a dog ball format. Yeah.
Let's do a dog ball next. So Elijah Mitchell, the backup running back for the 49ers, goes St. Brown, Trey McBride, and Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's trying to disguise the fact that he's on the 49ers. That's why he didn't take Ayuk yet.
Was able to get him last round before Debo and Kittle were probably out.
I told you.
Crazy. I was not drafting enough early in the week then. That's for sure.
We saw it on Thursday.
Who was that?
Ayuk. Ayuk was going in like the last, like the 5th or 6th
Wow.
round. It happened twice in the drafts that we were doing.
Yeah, it's
Good for Meatwad on that one.
good job, Meatwad. It's a great name. Gets me every time. So we're on the clock in one pick. Sort by ADP.
Who's our
guy?
wide
Jalen
receiver?
Hurts is still there. What do we think about? Oh, I mean, you said you got a lot of them, but you got a lot of Lamar this week, or?
I had a lot of Hurts with Lamb, so I'm still fine taking him.
All right.
He
So
fell
Hurts
pretty
goes-
far. Oh, sad.
We want to go like Hurts Bowers.
Hurts just went.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
I do like Bowers. Projections like Bowers this week. Like they're gonna like him even more when I redo my rankings without Kittle. So I do like Bowers.
Him with Lamar. That's got to be a pretty rare combo to have Lamar, Bowers, Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's just so we can talk about this. Do you guys want to go with Zay Flowers at the end of this draft? So he's not.
That I like.
He's not.
Yep. Brian is.
Yeah. So going back to like the leverage comment, he's not like 100% drafted. He's probably 75. I would have to guess based on his ADP. Just like rough math. But if you think about it like combinatorially, the teams that draft Lamar are a lot more likely to draft Zay Flowers than the teams that don't draft Lamar.
Yeah, which
like we're going to be competing with a lot of Lamar and Zay teams, whereas Lamar can get there without a pass catcher, but he also sometimes does need a pass catcher, if that makes sense. So like, I wouldn't take him all the time. I would take him probably half the time.
I'm actually okay if we don't take. I'm actually okay if we don't take Zay. I think Dallas's defense, like their D line, after Micah Parsons' comments yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that about they were playing soft and they need to do their job and all that stuff. I think they're going to come out in Dallas, inspired.
I hear this all the time with Dallas, though. Every time Dallas gets blown out, they come out and they say, "Oh, we were soft. That's not the Cowboy way. It's not the Dallas Cowboy way." And then 3 weeks later, they fucking get blown out again. Like this is who Dallas is. No, I'm serious. This is what they said after the Green Bay game in the playoffs. Like I hear this every 4 weeks with Dallas. I swear to God.
What if Sharp falls to us at the last round?
Yeah, so my thinking is probably want to get 2 running backs on this team. I do like Charbonnet. His ADP is fake. Like he's 34 ADP, but he's going in the 5th a lot just because like he projects so well. Jonathan Taylor's falling a lot too.
Because he's playing the Bears, I would stay away.
But I thought the Bears' run defense wasn't as good as their pass defense.
Their defense, yeah, it's not. Their pass defense is like number 1, and their run's like number 5.
Yeah, like I said, Pollard had a good game week 1 in Chicago.
He did.
I mean, Mixon would have had a good game if he didn't get hurt.
Maybe he didn't look that. He looked like he was contained in the plays that he played.
Yeah, so Eli goes Jacobs, and there goes Taylor.
Okay,
we're fine.
So
what do we need? Just running back, and then anything we want, right?
Yeah.
Tight end, wide receiver.
You guys like Godwin this week? Projections like Godwin.
I like Godwin. I like Evans. They're both projected for about the same, and they're going kind of next to each other, so that's fine with me either one. Do we want to do Zay though, or no? It's fine, totally fine with me either way.
Me too.
I don't know. I mean, you made a good point earlier. I'm just nervous to have him and Lamar because, like you said, when we're talking about leverage, everybody's going to have that. Like everybody that has Lamar is probably going to have Flowers for the most part. So then it's like you're coming down to 4 guys. Like your 4 got to beat, like our 4 got to beat their 4. You know what I mean?
My 4 best guys against your 4 best guys.
Right.
So if we like a good way to play that though, if we do want to take Zay, so let's take Zay and then we'll do like how to get like unique with that. So it'd be like Zay and then taking Rachaad White because he's like never getting drafted. 35.8. Does that make sense?
Is he actually playing? Is he still? I thought he was questionable.
Questionable, but we can still get a swap.
I actually like him.
Yeah, I think he's a good play this week. He projects well.
Does he? Oh, that's surprising.
But yeah, I think people get a little what's the word?
Skittish.
Overexcited with thinking about leverage in these games. I don't think it's as important as most people think. I think you want to scroll down and get leverage on like if you're not giving up a lot of projection, if you're correlating a pick, or if your team is super chalky for some reason where you have like such a high owned combo, you need to get unique for some reason. I don't think you need to do it in every draft. I think it's kind of overdone. Like some people are like, oh, I always take a guy who's undrafted, and that seems like dumb to me.
Look at the winning lineups who won the last 2 weeks, though. Like, not many of them that were in the money had this random undrafted player. They just had the right combo of players that hit.
Well, Kamara was the low-owned guy, but he, as the week went on, he was drafted a lot more. And like even when we were scrolling down for him, his projection was like better than the guys who were getting drafted, the running backs getting drafted in the 5th and 6th round. So like that's where I'm willing to scroll like almost every time. Like Charbonnet, I'll take him almost every single time because he's projecting better than everyone in front of him, and he's going to be lower owned. So like that's like a smash pick.
I know. I said the same thing on Tuesday's stream.
You did. You were right. Brian was right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all I needed. Now I'm
Eli
done.
Mitchell agrees. I think a lot of people scroll down wrong in these. Like in best ball, it's one thing where like the 180th guy isn't much different than the 220th. But like in these, like 36 versus like 50, like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Let's do a dog bowl. Get a little different vibes going. Different look at the board. Oh, insta-fill. Let's go.
Wow.
Nice. This is where I get nervous. These 12 person. Oh, and I fucking hate the 101 and 12
we got a
person.
soft
I
one.
hate it.
We got a soft one, boys. Look at these no badges.
It's a shame that we're that we have the 101. We're not going to
hate having the 101 and a 12 person. Hate it.
Also, I would
Can't
like
stand
completely ignore my ranks here just because these are designed for the 6 man.
Yeah.
So it's kind of irrelevant.
Because now we have to. Because here's the thing, I want to take running back. Like I want to do it. I want to with every bit of my being. Want to take a running back. But I feel like Lamb is the pick. But then when we get back to 24, we're not going to have running backs.
There'll be running backs. We'll get Charbonnet, who projects better than all these guys.
He does. And I think Jacobs is going to be there too.
Yeah.
I don't think Jacobs makes it to 24, but we'll see.
We'll see.
So I've been thinking about it, and I'm really on the punt tight end train in these 12 mans. I just think
yes, I agree.
It's just so hard to make up those points at running back and receiver. And like, yes, if a tight end separates, it buries you, whatever. I know that's what people say about elite tight end. But like, if that happens, whatever, we're buried. It happens.
Yeah, I like the early tight end in the 6-person drafts. The 12, I stay away. Especially now this week when Kittle's out. There's really only 2 guys that pique my interest at all, being McBride and who am I thinking of? Bowers. So if you miss out on those 2 guys,
oh my God, Breece Hall just got suplexed.
Well, that's bad for the parlay. I need him. I think I need him like 60 yards. That's it.
Brendan Allen's playing a lot, so I'd be a little worried about that.
I got him in Dynasty though, in one league.
Yeah, that's nice.
As a 4th, I took him in the 4th.
I took him with the last pick in our draft.
Did you?
412.
Yeah, people were staying away because of Breece being there.
Yeah,
but Brendan Allen's a good player,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone knew he was good.
He looks slower in Wisconsin than he does in the NFL. I don't know what it is. He looks like he just gained like half a mile an hour of speed.
Well, he's super young too. I think he's only like he might only be 20. Or is he okay? Is he 21?
Maybe he's 20.
Is he 20? Yeah.
I'll look it up.
That's ridiculous.
He's 20. Yeah, he was born in 2004.
Jesus.
That's
insane.
Ridiculous.
So it looks like we have 3 wide receivers to start. Jefferson going 103 is ridiculous. HN, first running back off the board, followed by Kamara, Barkley, and Mason. Devontae Adams goes
That's a surprise.
At the 108. That is a surprise. Then you got Nico and Marv. And then Ayuk. Wow, this is interesting. Very interesting start. So far we have 7 wide receivers. So through the first round, 7 wide receivers, 5 running backs. And then McBride to start the second round.
Geez,
what do you guys think
in our position, we're not even going to get a good tight end, so might as well just punt it.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is going to fall the tight ends. I want nothing to do with Kittle in the 12 man, just because I don't think he plays, and when he gets drafted, the swap is going to suck.
Yeah,
to like what you're losing out on. So I'm pretty much avoiding him fully in the 12 mans.
Yeah, that's
fine.
smart.
I feel like there's a pretty big tier after
Andrews, yeah.
And then I like Taysom a lot.
God, he scares me, man.
Why?
I feel like he could just get like literally 1 point.
Yeah, that's fine. It's 12 mans. Doesn't really matter.
Kelsey got 1 point last week.
That's true.
Yeah. Someone qualified with Jordan Akins getting 1.8.
Yeah, but you just have to get, 25 from everybody else? I mean, it's doable.
If you punt tight end, you really could. So we are on the clock in 6 picks. Hurts first quarterback off the board with the 17th pick overall. Interesting. Oh, yeah, Meatwad agrees. Jordan Atkins scored 1 point on the dog bowl winner. Yeah. Said we beat him to it, as we did, yes. And like then Bowers goes.
The Sims are always going to like the elite tight end just because like the way it works is that like the way like so my sim is
Wow,
like
Kittle in the second. What kind of pick is that? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but that was
drunk.
stupid.
Yeah. The way the Sims work is that like more often than not, and maybe this is true for real life too, and we're just stupid and not realizing it, but more often than not, there's going to be a tight end who goes off in the sim, just like the way it works. So like it's going to want one in the lineups. But like I guess like in real life, we haven't really seen that so far, and maybe it's like too small of a sample size and we're being overreactionary. But
it's only been 2 weeks,
right?
So coming up in 2 picks here, who are you guys targeting in this spot with Lamb already on the team?
I like the guys I queued.
There goes Kyler.
Yeah, it sucks.
Are you almost for sure taking Charbonnet just to have a running back here?
Yeah, Charbonnet's the pick here.
And then what about receiver? I don't think it makes sense to have Metcalf if we draft Sharb.
Jets just scored.
Who scored?
Who scored? Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully it was
Lazard. Alan Lazard.
Yeah, baby. My team is alive.
Wow, that was a nice move.
What do you have Alan Lazard? Oh, for Underdog?
For the Monday Thursday game, yeah. that team is very active right now. I'll share
cool
it
with Charbonnet.
Yeah, but don't take Metcalf then.
Yeah, no. Olave, Godwin, any preference?
Olave.
These guys this week?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool with Olave.
Then maybe we can get Carr on the way back.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Compelling.
Or Dak.
All right, Jacobs is actually fallen more than I thought.
Yeah, his ADP's fake because he doesn't project well, so he's going to fall a lot.
Oh, damn. We spoiled the game for Meatwad, so let's reserve any comments.
Oh, sorry.
For a minute or two.
Guess
must have that Spectrum internet.
Alan Lazard was the scroll down. That I have him in every Monday, Thursday slate game that I have. I actually had Lazard in my lineup for that reason. That's fun.
That seems dumb, but I like it.
Seems dumb until it's not.
Yeah, it's definitely not now.
There's Jacobs. All right.
He wasn't falling back to us. Relax.
So
I mean, I would have taken him over Charbonnet, but I mean, there goes.
Would you
that.
really?
I don't think I just don't like Charbonnet this week. I just don't think he's that good.
Yeah,
and I just don't. I don't think it's as simple as saying Seattle's going to beat Miami by 2 touchdowns and they're not going to need like JSN or Metcalf. Like
right.
I bet you that game is way closer than what you think.
Yeah,
like if Skylar Thompson just doesn't turn it over, they're going to be in it.
I'm watching this game on Twitch. I'm surprised it's faster than like TV.
Spectrum got me like 15 seconds behind. Yeah, that's Spectrum. Spectrum's rough, man.
So
now for Meatwad.
Through basically 3 rounds, we've seen McBride, Bowers, Kittle, Laporta, and Andrews go. Don't know why Kittle went at the 21st overall pick. That's insane.
All my boys bet Lazard first touchdown. I bet Big Mike will. Why would you do that?
Eli, if you come by the stream, we'll give you some of these pro tips ahead of time. So that way you can take your money.
So here's the thing. People thought Lazard was dead because he was terrible last year. But, like, we're not considering the fact that Rodgers loves Lazard.
Yes, I agree.
Right there with you.
How do we miss that? Like, you're the ball knowers. You guys got to know this.
That's why he brought Lazard in.
I told you to take him. I have him in my lineup.
No, I mean, like, in best ball.
Oh, that was a miss.
Yeah, I mean, he was like 0% drafted. So
I mean, let's relax a little bit. I mean, he's still going to average like 6 points for the year.
So let me show you guys this cool site that someone made. So
Eli also says that he knows ball, but has a soft spot for Mike. We've all been there with everyone, man. My soft spot is for Olave. Even if he puts up 2 for 10, I'm like, but he's so good.
Well, we know you like Alan Lazard too because you hate Garrett Wilson. So you're going to take anybody on the Jets receiving core that's not.
You know what's sick?
Wilson.
I can guarantee you Lazard has probably twice as many fantasy points through the season so far as Garrett Wilson does.
So the site's pretty cool. It kind of shows you like all your Best Ball Mania teams. Like you can look it up here, and then it shows you like where they were drafted and all that. There's also some other cool stuff on here. A cool one's roster combo. So like let's see AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts.
I would like to see Jalen Berger.
So like this guy, of course, hit him with the gritties up there. But this guy drafted that combination 33 times.
Wow.
There's also
So this is like a database that can show like any lineup that's in Underdog right now.
yes.
That's pretty sick.
I think
That
it's
is
more of a
pretty sick.
database.
I don't.
That's what I said.
forget where to find it, but there's like a way to see. Oh, so you can see like your exposures, but there's a way to see like the most often like picked, like stacked together players, and it was like so Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown are taken together 50% of the time.
Wow.
These are my exposures here.
Some stellar offenses there.
I mean,
Jaleel
this feels
McLaughlin.
fine. On not great.
We have him in a lot of him in Best Ball Mania, don't we? Which is very, very sad because he sucks. And so do the Broncos, just in generally speaking.
These three look good.
Yeah.
I'm sweating Daniel Jones getting benched though. That would not be good. Would not be good at all. Theo, not good. Guy probably hasn't had a fucking catch yet. Gino,
he's not the guy.
Yeah, overall, I think my exposures are pretty good.
What's Derek Carr's exposure?
Not enough.
Probably just one.
Yeah, the one that I made him draft.
Yeah.
I'm over the field. I have 10%.
Okay.
What's the field?
8.3. It's 1 divided by 12.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like expected. Like if you always picked like that guy when he was at AB. So both of our quarterback options are here. We're going to get at least one of them to fall back because this guy already has a quarterback. Do you guys have
I think Carr's probably the play just to correlate, right?
Well, we have CD as well.
See, I like Dak.
Okay, yeah. No, good point.
So for me, Dak projects better. A lot better than Derek Carr.
Yeah.
But do we go... But if we could get Ferguson and
I would
Carr...
double stack it. I would double stack Dak and Ferg.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hunter Henry for catch.
All right, I need a couple more, I think. I think I got him for 3+ catches.
So we'll do Dak and Ferg. Yeah, I'm way more likely to double stack in these
in 12 person, like dog ball.
Yeah, just because the fields are smaller and you don't need to absolute nuts.
So we have, so far to recap, we have CeeDee Lamb and Olave holding down the wide receiver position, Charbonnet at the running back, Dak at the quarterback, and Ferguson at the tight end spot. So a lot of exposure.
I don't know. I feel like getting Charbonnet where we got Charbonnet when I look at like Tony Pollard in the 4th or like David Montgomery. I don't know. That just doesn't make me feel good. But I'll let you guys own this one. If we go into the shitter, I'm not taking responsibility.
The problem is we wouldn't have been able to get either of those. I mean, unless we took them at the end of the second round or instead of Olave, they just wouldn't have fallen back. That's why it's hard to draft at the 1 spot in these.
Yeah, which I also agree with. Drafting at the 1 in dog bowl sucks.
So this is the most. Let me zoom in here. These are the most common 2-player pairings. So like Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, 50%.
Wow.
Dak, CD, 48%. And obviously this isn't like 50% of the lineups have him. It's 50% of like drafts. So it's like kind of divided by 12.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm surprised. I was surprised there was no Mahomes combos on here, but I guess it makes sense because there's like 4 of them. And like they didn't really line up with ADP. Like Jalen Hurts was going at like the 3-4 turn, and AJ Brown at the 1-2 turn. So it just makes sense that like they were.
But is this just Sunday main slate though?
No, this
BBM 5.
This is BBM.
Oh, okay. I see that now. Okay.
Man, moment of silence for those. Where was it? Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirks, and Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze.
Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts.
Yep, that's gross too.
Well, anyone that takes Kyle Pitts is just a glutton for punishment.
Here's the. This is even worse. Kirk, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, 17%.
Ugh.
That's gross. Also, one of these that is like kind of interesting to think about. So Dak, CD, and Devontae Smith. Why do you guys know why Devontae Smith is in that?
Of course, week 17.
There you go, week 17. So like that feels like a lot of combos there. I'd
rather go Dak, CD, and Goddard at that point. Just to be different.
Exactly. But like, it's hard to know like this is the case before it's like public, so it's you can't really do that. I think it makes more sense for these to be like double stacks, like Hurts, AJ Brown, Goddard. That makes sense. I think that's fine. It's a little thin though to have like because if you think about it,
Rashad Bateman.
Yeah,
I tried to warn you guys about him too.
Yeah, he blows.
Yeah, but like if you think about it here, Devontae Smith was like a 2nd, 3rd round pick. And you're going to be fighting against if let's say you do make it to the finals with a DAC and CD team, so like you're going to have at least one other team with Devontae Smith like in that second or third round. It's just so hard to gain leverage on the field. There's our concept again.
It's true.
So we'll go back to the draft. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting because that dropped over the week, and everyone's kind of tweeting out their stuff.
So to round out this draft, we already have our lineup.
Oof. I hate
just
that
a matter
pick.
of what skill position player we want. Is there someone that you guys are targeting here?
I like Rashad.
Do we like Joe Mixon, Q-tag?
That's full. Yeah, that's fine because we're the last pick. So if he makes it there,
yeah,
if he plays, it's fine. If not, we get the player who we picked anyway. So cool with me.
If we get there, we still got what 6-7 picks. So 7 picks. Yeah. We will see.
Do you think Jaden Reed is fine taking a shot on if Jordan Love plays?
I would stay away from that game. Low over under.
Yeah, that's true.
What about Waddle? I mean, we talked about him a little while ago, and that's kind of not even like leverage thinking.
No, he's so big with Skylar Thompson. I love Waddle, but there's a track record of like 7 games that he's played with Skylar Thompson, and he averages like 2 catches for like 12 yards. It's ridiculous. It's like Garrett Wilson on a normal week.
Juwan Jennings?
No.
No.
Oh, Juwan Jennings. Sorry. I don't know why I went to Juwan.
I told you earlier, don't sleep on the White Mamba either. Adam Thielen with Andy Dalton. Come on, he cooked last year
for like 2 games.
Yeah, that's what
we're playing. He was good the whole first half.
We're playing one week.
He was good the whole first half of the season. I think he might be dust though. Let's see where he projects.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is that going to break the tie for you?
Yeah, it's going to break the tie. 7.3.
Yummy.
I'll give you a list of the guys around him.
Is he over Juwan Jennings, though?
Probably.
He's right next to Ladd McConkey, Tyler Johnson, Greg Dortch, and Quentin Johnston. Juwan Jennings is 8.1, so a little higher.
Okay. Not a lot of respect for McConkey, huh?
There was a clip of him cooking some defensive back last week for what it's worth. What up, motherfuckers? What's up, Travis?
Hello, Travis. GM.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so what do you guys want to do here?
Is what happened to Mixon? Still there?
He's gone.
He's
gone. I would go either Jennings, White, or Thielen.
Adam Thielen. Come on, I'm convincing you.
I'm White just for the 2 running backs, but
go White.
Opinion, that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be a free swap if anything. Worst comes to worst. But he's limited, so he's probably playing.
Who's to say he won't be the Red Rifle's favorite target?
Yeah,
definitely possible. I wouldn't be surprised. That seems on brand for Carolina.
Is anyone else excited to watch the Red Rocket, the Red Rifle, just throwing the ball and making that offense look somewhat competent? He's not going to be Mahomes, but I mean, they may get a couple first downs this game, which is quite exciting.
How many points do you think Carolina scores this week? I'll put you on the spot.
Who they playing?
They're playing Vegas.
I'll say they score 17 points.
I was going to say 20.
Okay.
14.
I think the kicker's going to miss a field goal.
14.
That's it? Yeah.
Is that 14 2 passing touchdowns from Dalton to Adam Thielen? If so, then we should have taken him.
You know who I actually like this week from the Carolina? It's no one that anyone's mentioned. It's
Xavier Legette.
Hubbard.
Oh, you actually like that? Ooh.
Yeah. I think he's fine.
I think he's gross.
And for what it's worth, I agree with Travis. For anyone that's in here, please hit the like button, subscribe if you guys are new or are watching unsubscribed. Also, we just want to take a moment before this draft fills to thank everyone that stops in. You know, we've had a lot of support from when we started this a month and a half ago. So just wanted to thank all those that have been active in the chat. It makes the stream a lot more fun. So we're happy to have you guys here.
For sure.
Right,
also, Cam Akers' projection is gross too. 13.1. He is right next to Derrick Henry and Aaron Jones.
Can we just stop using the rankings and use my brain? Because Cam Akers, I said the same thing.
All right, fine. We'll do one draft just purely based on your brain.
This is going to be fun.
It'll just be you two. I'll put no input in this one.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
I'll just click who you guys want me to click. I won't even give any takes.
Anthony, we can't draft Thielen twice.
We didn't draft him yet.
Did we draft him?
No, we got.
Oh, we
Rashad.
didn't draft him with the last pick?
No.
Oh, I thought we did. Okay, good.
Do you guys
Alright,
want
cool,
to
so
do
we
like an
can
Andy
now.
Dalton stack? I'm actually cool with an Andy Dalton stack.
No, we can't.
Literally nobody is going to have that, which is good. I'm saying it's a good thing.
What about double stack?
Oh, good God.
What about triple? Deontay, Thielen, and Chuba.
What about, and let's get who's the tight end? What's Jatavion Sanders?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles
God.
Sanders, he might come out of a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited.
like it. Heavy Carolina this week.
We need one to fill this, by the way, if anyone
I
wants.
wonder what the money line is for Vegas and Carolina. I'm very tempted to take Carolina, assuming they're getting plus money. I'm very tempted. Maybe
I'll
not
tell
to
you
win
right
outright, but I wonder what the line is. I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess right now. And I'm going to say
Okay.
that it's Vegas minus 5.5.
-5.
Travis says this one's going to be the shipper.
I agree. Travis, if you want to witness history, hop in the draft with us. We need one more to fill.
But yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I have a guy working on like a tool to pull all of the lineups after the contest is done, so I can like sim those lineups and kind of see like each person's like expected value for like their whole portfolio, which I'm going to add to the site, which I think is going to be pretty cool.
That is cool.
So
I
Meat
have
wad.
a Dalton Deontay dog bowl, so respectfully reject the Thielen
You know
thesis.
what? Every time Meatwad leaves a comment, it's something productive. I like it.
I agree.
Me and Meatwad are becoming very, very close.
Meatwad actually, he said the same. I'm assuming that this is the same team he's referring to, but he mentioned the same thing to us on Tuesday after because if you recall,
Oh, did he? I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure that was the same day that
Oh my God,
Bryce-
Lazard is the goat.
Bryce got
This
benched.
is unbelievable.
He's a dude. Rogers makes him an all-pro. I'm just sitting here, just slowly moving up those little teams.
Oh wait,
for the
is that not Lazard? Who's number 10 on the Jets?
Lazard.
You sure?
I'll bet my life on it.
All right, hope you're right.
Yeah, Meatwad, you did. I'm pretty sure it was you. We talked about Deontay after the news of Bryce getting benched, and I'm pretty sure you had the exact comment. I'll go back and look later.
Yeah, it is Lazard. Dude, he looks good, like legitimately good.
Yeah. Here, my teams are just slowly creeping into the money, and I got a quarterback, wide receiver, and Brees going right now. This
Do you
could be a
have
fun scheme.
Rodgers?
No, I took Brissett. I faded the wrong. I bet on the
He
wrong
might get
team.
benched for May, buddy.
Huh?
Should have taken May. He might get benched.
Oh God! Don't do it to him now. Do it to him after this week.
Jets look good. I might have floated the thought, but I didn't do it until yesterday, I don't think. Maybe it was before the last stream. Yeah.
Okay. Well, somebody was talking about it. Maybe you didn't do it, but you were discussing it. But I remember somebody talking about that and specifically mentioned the dog bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I'll show you guys what the sim said this week because I didn't send you guys the suite yet. So Kyler, 43% of the top 500 lineups.
Wow.
Jordan Mason and Kamara, best picks at running back, they're like 70%. And like I said, like it's going to look better later in the week because they're not paired as much, though.
Right.
Pretty flat at wide receiver. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Olave, and Ayuk. Like everyone's kind of okay. And then it was George Kittle, but now he's dead, so it's going to be very high ride. And then the scroll downs are Malik Neighbors, Kyron Charbonnet, Jamison Williams, and Rashid Shaheed.
I like it.
You love Shaheed.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't you like that? I sent you a funny meme earlier. Nobody reacted to it about how Rashid Shaheed and Alec Pierce have the same exact stats so far this year. But
Yeah.
Is that true?
yeah,
I missed it. I didn't see it. That's crazy. I mean, Lazard has probably 3 times as many points in fantasy as Garrett Wilson does through 2.5 weeks. Let that sink in. Oh,
I mean, I know he had the 2 touchdowns the first game, but didn't he have like 20 yards?
yeah, but so did Diggs, and people love Diggs. E. Mitchell, $50 of Lazard in best ball. That is tough,
Wow.
man. But still, that's 50 more than we probably
More than
have.
I have. I have 0. We're on the clock here.
Oh shit. Anthony, what are you thinking here?
I mean, I would say, Tyreek.
That's who I would go
Or
with.
do you really feel like okay? Because I'm still leaning running back in my head, but I feel like Tyreek's the pick.
Tyreek's the pick. He's going to get peppered. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
and also,
if
I mean, what we got him at 11. I feel like that's very, very appropriate because what's his ADP 11.8? Yeah, so that's right on par.
Yeah.
but we like to
Yeah,
do better
ADP
than
doesn't
that.
matter as much in these. It's kind of just take your players who you think are going to go off.
Yeah, but it makes me feel good. You know, the vibes.
It's all that matters.
Big on the vibes.
Also, so the good thing about this game is like it's already pretty gross, and like the grosser it gets, the more people will come from watching the game to our stream. So we just hope that there's like 10 more punts and we'll be good to go.
Fantastic.
Well, we picked a great game for it because
Right.
you know, I mean, Jets in New England.
So
It's still 0-0. I got it behind me.
7-0.
Oh shit! Who had the touchdown? Was
Lazard.
Oh, that's right.
We're on the clock
Anthony.
here.
Is this an auto Gibbs?
The first pick. What'd you say?
Is this an auto Gibbs, Anthony?
I'm fine with that because I think we can still get a good quarterback if you're thinking. Are we punting tight end? Like, is that your strategy too?
Probably.
All right, I'll go Gibbs.
Well, who would you go with? You like Adams this week, don't you?
I have a lot of him already.
Okay.
You want to just take Gibbs?
Yeah, I don't like Gibbs this week, so Lazard erasure. Yeah, I would not. I would have vetoed both those picks. I would have taken either Devontae Smith or Ayuk with the 11, and then whoever kind of fell. I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna do too much, but we'll see.
We'll see.
It's good to diversify because I would never do that.
Yeah. It's good to draft with your eyes instead of a computer sometimes.
Sometimes. Most of the time, no. Crutch is a sharp guy. He's in the Discord too. Ayuk and Devontae Smith. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good start. Sucks though. You won't be able to. I mean, unless he's going to get Purdy, but I don't think Purdy's going to do that well statistically this week.
Yeah, the only thing is I just don't know right now who we could stack with based off our first two picks. Because obviously,
Skyler.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to.
No, we don't. We don't.
We can get an Olave Derek Carr, hopefully, and like if Olave's there at the 3, I would be happy to take him there.
Oh my God, the Jets off. This is ridiculous.
Has Garrett Wilson done anything?
No, he had a sweet catch, but it was out of bounds.
It's a shame he never produces fantasy points. What a shame.
Brian, do you know who Evan Silva is?
Evan Silva. Is that like a CBS guy?
No, he works for ETR, but he's more of like a redraft guy. And like just the way you say your takes just reminds me so much of him. Like it's so
Is
like
he a smart guy?
He's kind of, I don't want to say he's a ball knower, but he is a ball knower.
Does that make him stupid though? I'm proud to be a ball knower.
No, I don't think he's stupid, but like just the way he says his takes, like it sounds just like the way you say your takes.
We watch. I mean, you know the
He's
problem.
like, yeah, Garrett Wilson's good, but he's got to score fantasy points.
He doesn't, because it just drives me nuts. Like even in BBM, like anyone that took him in BBM is pissed off because I'm looking at his stat line now: 2 for 15. Freaking Alan Lazard has 50 yards and a touchdown. I mean, what? But he does
have 2 catches.
He has 2
I need
catches
4 for the
15.
parlay to hit. I think. All right, yeah, so I'm halfway there.
Yeah, E. Mitchell, highly regarded in the fantasy industry. You know what I call that? I call that artificial value because these guys like Drake London and Jamar Chase and Garrett Wilson, they look sexy. They don't score. They don't score
Evan
points.
Silva is very highly regarded in the fantasy.
Jamar Chase in that same sentence.
You don't think Jamar Chase and Garrett Wilson are in the same sentence?
No.
Really? Dude, Garrett Wilson before the season was like wide receiver 7.
Eons ahead of Garrett Wilson. Eons.
Yeah, but Evan Silva is very highly regarded in the fantasy industry. Like he's very respected.
Good. You know why?
I've never seen a wide receiver in his rookie year have 1,800 yards and he sucks ass, according to Brian.
I'm not saying he sucks ass.
It's unbelievable.
What has he done for you recently?
He's been hurt.
His
quarterback's been hurt.
He's playing fine.
All right. Well, last week again, he was going up in Kansas City, McDuffie. So
there's always an excuse. But if CeeDee Lamb did it, but CeeDee Lamb would have like 10 targets. The man just doesn't get targets.
Yeah, Eli was drafting Wilson before Puka, but not before AJ Brown. I mean, at least Wilson's on the field.
No, you can't take him ahead of AJ Brown. No way. That is a mistake.
Sorry, I'm getting a little heated just because we have the same conversation, and he just even live Garrett Wilson is 2 for 15.
I'm not super high on Garrett.
It was always Nico.
Now he's not high on Garrett.
No, I like him, but no, I mean Jamar Chase. That's just.
Let's see what he does.
I was high on Garrett Wilson. I was like, this guy was so good with absolute garbage throwing him the ball.
All right, I'm
He
back.
doesn't
I'm
get many
back.
touchdowns though. Oh, all right, we're on the clock.
Brian has to be my favorite Garrett Wilson hater.
Also, I'll address that after this pick.
Do we? Ooh.
Who
All
do
right,
you
we're
like?
waiting on quarterback, right? So we don't
Probably
want
at
to
this
like
point.
Richardson. Do we like Malik Neighbors, or do we want to scroll down? Do you like Kyron?
I like Neighbors.
We have another pick too.
Yeah, I like
Crutches already
Neighbors.
has
Do I
wide
go
receiver.
Neighbors?
Do you guys like a running back? Or
We
no?
took a running back.
Yeah, but Crutches has 2 receivers. He's probably going to take a running back, or he's probably not going to take a receiver.
All right, maybe we'll take a tight end and a quarterback.
Well, tight end. Who do we have to work with?
I mean, we can take it. We can take whatever we want now because we already picked the receiver.
Yeah, but I got to
Yeah.
see the tight ends. I don't even see who's available. Oh, I don't really like that.
Yeah, we just
We got to punt it now.
Kyron, DK. If we think
Pollard. I like Pollard this week.
okay, over like Evans, you'd say still,
Yeah, Evan scares me against
or
Surtain.
DK. Yeah,
DK
no, I
would go
think you say like
personally.
Pollard.
Pollard.
Yeah, I'll let you have your Pollard because we got Neighbors, and that's what I said. so.
I like Pollard.
I have a couple,
gonna get a lot of touches.
shares.
But yes, going back to Meatwad's comment, I'm really not a Garrett Wilson hater. I just don't like the fact that he gets pushed up in all these like in redraft in BBM. Like he was the 109 to 111 pick in every draft, and he has done nothing. Literally,
I agree.
he's
That's
finished-
crazy.
He's finished as the wide receiver 33 both years in his career, and people think that he's just going to take this huge leap forward because he's playing.
He
with
has Rodgers now. Yeah,
he's playing with a 40-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles injury.
I don't disagree on that. I don't disagree.
My heart rate's a little high right now. I need to calm down. You guys talk about something for a minute.
I want to pull up my BBM teams. So I hate doing this on the computer because I just don't know. I have like a team that's like crushing it. Yeah, this one.
No, it's-
We see a black screen,
Oh, that's good.
but I like the team. It looks great.
yeah.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Here we go.
No, Meatwad, you're good. It's not you getting me going. It's Garrett Wilson that gets me going. You just give me an outlet to allow me to do it.
This team had 185 points last week and had 13 at quarterback. I need Drake May so bad in this team.
Kamara, Cook, Dobbins.
This
Woo!
I have the literal nuts at the running back room. Like this is insanity.
That
And then
is
you have
insane.
Rashad White too, who didn't even do anything. That is disgusting. Yeah. DK, Jefferson, Devontae. Wow.
You have to be in first in this one, right?
Oh yeah. And then Bowers and Komet.
Nice.
Bowers
Bowers is
too.
going to be good.
But
Yeah,
this
that's
team
good.
is like the fucking nuts. Yeah, I'm up by 60 points.
Damn, 308. That's the highest I've ever seen. And I mean, I did 5 of these, like not the BBMs, but just like the smaller versions. All 5 of them are in the top 2, which is cool after week 1 or after week 2. But my highest is 260. Or 262.
This is the one of the ones that we drafted.
I didn't know you could filter it like that per week. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh
Derek
yeah, that's
Carr-
definitely one we drafted.
Yeah. Derek Carr stacked with Komet. I remember we
See,
had
this one's nice, but our running back situation just really.
I remember on stream we had the discussion of stacking Kamara with Derek Carr or Kamara,
And I loved it.
Carr.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
no, we said it's good for seasonal correlation. Maybe not that good for.
We're just going to be
single-game
screwed at
correlation.
running back in this one because Ford's
Right.
going to be dust in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
McLaughlin.
Then we get Brooks back.
Tracy.
That was we thought.
Yeah,
about
but that makes me so nervous because what's going to be the rush for Carolina to bring him back? Because they're going to be 2-12, and they're not going to have positive game script either. So when is Brooks going to get 20 carries? It's probably not going to happen this year.
Yeah.
That does worry me a little bit. I thought we had Chubb in that one, or no? That's the one where we said we didn't want Chubb because we didn't want him and Ford, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Brees just scored a touchdown. Oh,
Brees
sorry,
did.
I just spoiled it.
No, it happened like a while ago. They were just reviewing it. It was a
Oh,
quick.
okay.
All right. So far the Patriots are not covering, which is very, very bad.
That's good.
So let's see. Can we just get a recap of our team real quick?
Yeah.
Who's our first pick? Tyreek. So we got Gibbs, Pollard, Tyreek, and Neighbors. I mean, it's a good squad that has. I mean, we know what Tyreek can do. Neighbors showed his ceiling last week. Pollard's going to get a lot of touches, and Gibbs I expect to be in a shootout. So I like the picks thus far.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So
It's gonna
Anthony,
make or
are you?
break us here, though.
What do you want to? Yeah, I know. Who do you? Oh, JMC's in the draft. Hello.
JMC, I was in I think we were in a dog ball together last night.
Yeah, he's
I
a
don't think
grinder.
he's in the stream,
I don't think so either.
but he's in our draft.
I think Pete Overzet is also streaming right now, so that's a lot of people are gonna be watching that. Yeah, they have 400 people watching.
So we're on the clock in 3 picks here. Anthony, what position do you want to go after here? I mean, we have to get a quarter. I guess we need quarterback tight end.
Yeah.
So let's see who we got.
I feel like it might be more beneficial to go quarterback in this spot, only because I feel like with tight end, they're all kind of just dust at this point. Unless
nobody else has everyone else has a quarterback.
So Crutches doesn't have a tight end yet, so we should pick tight end first.
Let's pick tight end. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Okay, a couple guys don't have, or no.
I think Schultz could be good. Schultz or Parkinson. Unless you want to go Njoku and then do the rankings. Q tag.
Njoku's very questionable, isn't he? Or is he expected to play?
We could Q tag him. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but we still have a lot of spots left. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, fine.
Schultz or Parkinson?
Schultz will have more touchdown upside.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I probably would have picked Fant or Taysom there, personally.
Fant's horrible. I don't know what the prop up with Noah Fant is.
He's like
opportunity.
It's just like he's just like an athletic looking tight end, but he just never.
Me and Crutches are on the same wavelength, so. And then quarterback. What do we want to do here?
Yeah, Aaron Jones, nice.
Do you want to do with Daniel Jones?
No, we said Aaron Jones.
You do Justin Fields. We got to pick this though.
It's rough.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think,
bro?
Brian?
Let's go Fields.
I'll let him have his Fields.
You guys are done steering drafts now. We got nothing stacked up.
There was no one to stack.
It's rough. These 12, I keep saying it. I know I'm a broken record, but these 12-person drafts are tough, man.
They are.
Let's do.
Like you have to punt something. Like you can't have good QB, running back, receiver, and tight end. Like you have to punt one position, basically. And it can work. I mean, last week Jordan Akins, that's the guy who won it. So I mean, obviously
another 101.
Works, but
holy shit!
You guys want to take a running back? We can take a running back here. I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
as long as that running back is Kamara.
Respect.
I'm good with that. Sucks having the 101 though, man. Oh no, this is only 6-person. Oh, we're fine.
Yeah, it's 6-person.
Yes, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Changing the draft format on us like that without even telling us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
About to go off on a tangent again about how I hate having the 101, but we're fine.
What do you guys think about Saquon this week?
I feel like he's getting no love, like no attention at the running back position. I mean, Mason's getting propped up, probably for good reason. Kamara, obviously, Achane. Barkley's just kind of, I don't know, he's flying by the radar, isn't he?
You guys want
and he's in a matchup that projects to score very high. Yeah. I mean, I know, Brian, you hate Barkley, Eric. I mean, you hate him too, so you're probably going to, have 0 shares of him, but.
I'll have some, not a lot.
I actually don't think Barkley's that bad of a play this week. I wouldn't take him 101.
This guy Baggett, he's really good at like DraftKings college football. I'm pretty sure. That's
really.
Yeah.
That's a fun thing to be good at.
You got to be a sick fuck to do that. There's like 600 teams. It's honestly crazy.
Yeah, I could never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people besides him though. So
wow. I'm on Roth out of the 105. Crazy.
Go Pacheco. Projections don't have Saquon, but I don't see a reason to fade him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I'm feeling.
I agree. Would anyone be surprised after last week if he scores 2 touchdowns? Probably not.
Alon Rod and Nico, that's a pretty disgusting start. I mean, might be a little screwed at running back potentially, but it's pretty gross to start with.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Probably screwed at running back, but I mean, like I said, we have Charbonnet late, so it's It's not too bad.
Would we go Hurts Devonta here if they fall?
We can.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm just
It's just
pointing
is that
out.
just like a situation of like leverage again, where like everybody's going to
me-
have that?
Who
Yes
would you
and no.
draft?
I
Or
would do
who you
Smith
draft?
and Ayuk here.
I'm good with that.
So yeah, so it's different this week too with like the leverage thing because there's no AJ Brown to take some of the ownership off. So it's going to be like so concentrated on Hurts and Devontae.
Right.
So it's a little bit different than like a normal week. So Adams, McBride.
Yeah.
This guy's going for the double stack. It looks like. I mean, that would have hit last week.
He'll probably
because
he'll probably
McBride
get Murray
won
too if he's
down.
there. I'm sure he's eyeballing Murray.
It's hard
If
to
it gets
take
that way.
Murray naked.
Odds that Brett Bowers falls to us?
Very
0.
low. Yeah, it's not.
So what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is most likely to be tight end 1 this week? So McBride already went. McBride, Bowers.
I was going to say Kittle, and that
Well,
really
I
sucks
would have
because
definitely said Kittle. He definitely would have been the favorite.
yeah.
What's your lean now?
I don't know. I mean,
would probably-
you're going to laugh, but is this Laporta revenge finally?
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm gonna have so little of him, so if you guys want to take him, I'm fine with it.
If Bowers is still there, we have to take him.
Yeah. But if he's not, I mean, we're gonna have back to back. So I don't. All right. Yeah.
So I'm looking at ETR, and they have McBride as optimal 15% of the time, Bowers 12%, Laporta 8%. But that's like just based on like straight like no ADPs, just like if they score the most points that week. 3 weeks of BR, 3 weeks of McBride being my top exposed end. Yeah, that you're probably
Can't blame you.
pretty good then.
Yeah.
You guys
But
want
we
to
have
tight end?
Laporta. What are those? Is?
Ooh, him and Olave.
Can't take Olave.
Kamara.
We already
We
have
have
Kamara.
Kamara. Yep. You're right. Sorry.
I mean, we could, but it's high total.
Probably not optimal though.
Not optimal.
Are we looking at quarterback at all, or do we kind of just want to push that maybe one more round?
Well, we're up right now.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
we could either do like Carr works with Kamara, or Goff.
Yeah,
We should wait.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Running back.
I know you're gonna. Yeah, I know you're gonna want.
Yes,
that.
no.
I
We
hate
can
it,
take what
but
you
you can
want.
do it.
This is by
I'm
ADP.
good.
You
I'm
like
good with
Kyron
Kyron.
too?
We
I'm
could
good
do
with
either
Kyron.
or. I'm good with
Okay.
both. You like Kyron this week for some reason when I don't think he's going to project well.
He projects well. We'll do Kyron just because I'm going to have 70% Charbonnet. I feel like Kyler naked wouldn't be the craziest scenario if Dortch or Wilson catches a touchdown or Elijah
Yeah.
Higgins and he runs one in or something. Yeah, that's true.
It's true. It's a good way to look at it.
It's just thinner then.
I had a lineup with Kyler naked earlier, and I got abused by
Yeah,
the
because
two
you
of
had
you.
Kyler naked and you had a double stack without the quarterback with the Raiders.
Well, listen, it was dog bowl, and sometimes the board doesn't fall the way you want it to. All right, what do you want me to do?
What happened? Jewish McCaffrey sniped you?
I think he did.
So should we be trying to correlate or stack a quarterback with our team here?
We don't have to. We can if it depends. Who
I mean,
falls.
Stroud's the best quarterback available, but again, no correlation, and I don't know.
If Richardson falls, that's fine.
Richardson worries me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Just
but he doesn't need to be good at football to be good fantasy though.
you know,
He's
that
playing
is
against
true.
the bad
Definitely
team.
not good at
That's
football.
Brian's motto with Fields for sure. We know
It
that.
is. I don't like Richardson this week against Chicago. That defense. I'm going to say it every
Yeah,
week.
I'm out on that one. I'm out on that.
But
one.
does a good defense really affect him? He's not going to kill you in the air anyway.
No, he kills himself in the air.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's not his game. He's going to get 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and that's how you win.
I just don't see that happening against.
I mean, if it happens, it'll be a good line.
That's another. What's the? Can you look it up, Brian? If you have it by you, do you have the lines for the games?
Yeah.
The
What do you? Which
line
one
on,
do you need?
Colts Chicago. If the Colts, I assume the Colts are probably 2.5, 3-point favorite, and
It
I'm
is.
tempted to take the Chicago Bears.
44.5 over under. Indy's favored by 1.5 at home.
1.5.
What do you want to do? 1
Okay.
o'clock.
All right, let's take Richardson. Fuck it. If it
Before
hits,
you
then
change your mind.
this lineup could be cool.
Let's do like 2 more 6-mans.
I do like the 6-mans the most.
Yeah.
So I need 1. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have been looking at this tool. So like basically like you can do like add CD Lamb and then add Jalen Hurts because I have a lot of him. I have that combination 8.7% of the time. Whereas if you look up someone like, let's see, do Tyreek. I only have that combo 3.5. So this tool just kind of
cool.
helps you manage your combos and see it there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this. It has like, it's probably hard to see for you guys. It has the spread at the game total.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to see, but you can kind of make it out.
Yeah, it's easier for me to see probably.
So finally, Anthony, in the 6-mans, we do not have the 101. We have the 105, which I think you'll like.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot. Yeah.
Goat napped in here.
Oh, Goat Napped. Hello.
Welcome.
Come back to the stream. Times were good.
So let's just kind of look through this. We'll probably get one of these running backs. And then what are you guys going to want to do after that? What up, Goat Napped?
Goat Napped. Oh, welcome.
There he is.
I summoned you. Thank you for coming.
You really did. Mason.
Do we like Nico? We haven't taken Nico yet this week.
I like Nico.
Mm-hmm.
We could get we
I
could
like
get
him with Mason, maybe. Mason and Nico.
Yeah, if it falls. That's a good start.
Both of them probably should fall.
I think so, yeah. Kamara, number 1, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Next Thursday, we have Cowboys Giants on Thursday night.
Oh, God. We're going to be in no mental headspace to stream on Thursday.
Yeah, no, that will not be happening.
Do you guys like these two streams per week? I think it's helpful to have a stream pre-projections.
Yeah.
Pre-projections and drafting with the Sims. Although,
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't help when half the stream disagrees with the Sims.
I mean, I was right with half the picks that we've made so far. Charbonnet being a value. Like, I was telling you, you just didn't believe me because the computer didn't tell you to believe me.
That's my fade of the week.
Brian, you should listen to the ETR podcast. It's from before the season, but it's really, really good. It's called Man versus Machine. It's Evan Silva, that guy I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
And he's debating like the projection guy, basically. So what do you guys want to do, Achan or Mason?
Ooh, Achan's still there.
Achan.
I'm good with either. Mason's projecting higher than him, is he not?
He is.
Talking about my ball knowledge, and then I'm asking about the projection.
Yeah, I'll take Achan. Just hope Mason falls back to us, which I think is possible.
You're gonna double running back?
I'm not letting you guys change our mind. We're taking Mason. That's a great start.
I do like that, yeah. And now we're gonna get a lot of value, like I said, especially in the 6-man draft. A lot of late value at wide receiver. This has the makings of
something beautiful
here. Yeah, it does.
But yeah, that podcast, it's super fun. It's like, I can't even describe it, but like, listen to it. I'll send it to you after Man versus Machine ETR. It's really, really funny.
Cool. Go Nap. Do you think I sound like Evan Silva if you ever watched any of his podcasts?
No, it's not all the time. It's only when you rant about Garrett Wilson.
He gives me oh yeah. If you missed that rant, Go Nap, make sure you rewatch. That was probably like what, 15, 20 minutes in, I would say.
Yeah, probably. No, maybe more.
I don't know. Whenever Meatwad got me going about Garrett Wilson.
A great Nico fall. CD Nico, that's a good start.
That's a great start.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
He'll probably be able to get.
But the thing is, though, I like our start, though, because I know the wide receiver value is there late in the 6-man, unlike the 12-man. So I feel like we're still in a very good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'll say it after Goat.
Yeah. I know what you're gonna say. I think.
Yeah, we're on the same.
We all know what you're gonna say, but Goatnab missed the beginning of the stream, so he may not understand where we're going.
Yeah, that's true.
He missed it.
This guy's gonna pick Devontae Smith. If he doesn't, he kind of doesn't know what he's doing.
He doesn't have a badge.
He does not know what he's doing.
He does not have a badge.
So I like Devontae Smith or
Goatnab.
Those are the two.
I think that's where you were going, right?
Yeah, we might be able to get both of them.
Fuck.
Nope.
Crazy Chet. Stop sniping us. Get out of the stream, buddy.
Oh, you were looking at Ayuk.
Yeah,
he wanted Ayuk and Devonta Smith. So we get Smith.
There.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
And then what do you guys think on the way back? We could do Laporta if you like him.
Did
I like
we take Laporta yet, or no shares?
No
Oh,
shares
we
yet.
took him once, right?
I think we took him once.
Okay.
I'm good with whatever you think. Eric, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I was watching the Jets game. I don't take Laporta, so I'd probably do Godwin.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
It's funny that Godwin is the one who's probably in the lowest over/under.
I don't have Ayuk that high. Sims loving him. So the Sims like him a lot, but they're like those are even from the projections before Kittle is very questionable. So they're gonna like him even more when I run it again. I just think do you guys think he's good at football? Like, I know Brian thinks good football players are bad, so.
No. I think he's a great route runner, but he's never the one or two in that offense. If without Debo and Kittle and McCaffrey, I mean, Jawan Johnson's the number 2 on that team going into the week. So Ayuk will do well.
What do you guys think of Jawan Jennings as like a low-owned?
I like him.
Name?
J-U-A.
J-A-U.
In 12-man, like dog bowl?
And 6-mans.
Oh, 6-mans, I would say away.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Okay, glad one. That was a test question.
Next time, specify the format.
Yeah, next time.
So Laporta's still on the board. I mean, if he's there, we have to take him, right?
Yeah. So these two guys have a tight end, and then there's these two don't. So I'm going to say
probably. Yeah, we're probably going to. I mean, would you take Andrews? I don't think we have much. We don't have any Andrews shares yet, right?
Who would you rather have between the two?
I've been taking Ferg over Andrews, to be honest.
Really?
Andrews looks slow, man. I have concerns about him this year.
Maybe I'll take Likely.
No.
Not here, but I'm saying like maybe in
12
round later.
So we need a quarterback and a tight end. Montgomery goes. Still no Laporta or Kittle.
Well, Kittle's not going to go.
I don't know. People are
for that other draft.
They see his
20th overall.
Do we want to do Laporta?
I think we have to.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And then what are we gonna stack up? We're gonna do Baker or Goff.
I would do Goff over Baker this week.
But here's my question. This is where I'm getting confused. All right. And this is where I have a little bit of disagreement, right?
Okay. We're going to say we don't like stacking.
No, I don't mind stacking, but I feel like in this situation, it's forced. Like, what if we're in the last round, right? We're saying, okay, we either want Baker or Goff to stack. But if there's just guys on the board who I feel like are going to score more points, why do I have to?
I'd be okay with. So I'll explain. I'd be okay with Richardson if you want him naked. Do you guys want Richardson or Goff?
I don't really like Richardson this week.
We'll do Goff.
If we did anything naked, it would have been Prescott.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Because the thing is, here's the problem. If Dak has a ceiling game and you need him to win, that means that CeeDee Lamb probably also had a ceiling game. And if you don't have him, you're screwed, you know? Because if Dak gets 30 points, how many points does CeeDee probably have?
I don't know. But what if – I mean,
that is true, but couldn't you also argue if Dak has 25 and we take Baker and he gets 15, that could be the difference between making the money or not.
Naked Dak is very unlikely to hit without CeeDee or Ferg. Yes, that's exactly it.
I agree.
Like, for a pocket passer, if he's the guy you need, he's always going to bring someone with him. It's very, 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 very rare for that not to happen. Where like Mahomes
like
can
with
do
Kyler
it,
Murray, you're saying,
right? Like
Mahomes
can do it where everyone just catches it like one touchdown. He throws like 5 different guys. He's done that before, but like still, like you just want to make that bet. It's just more. It's less things you have to get right, you know. Because we'll do another one of these.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
If you, I lost what I was going to say.
Sorry. This is
Go
about.
It
was about Dak,
CeeDee, and Ferguson. Yeah.
The Dak skinny stack or the skinny play.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just so thin to hit like where someone hits their ceiling game, like the pocket passer, they get 30 points, and like there's no one that you need to like on that team too. It's not like Dak's going to rush for 2 touchdowns. It's just not happening.
That's fair. I guess you could also argue though, like what if he throws a dump off to Zeke or more likely Dowdle, and then Brandon Cooks has 2 touchdowns and a 6-man.
Yeah, that's probably pretty unlikely.
It's unlikely.
So ETR's Sims, they have if Dak Prescott is the optimal quarterback, what percent do you think CeeDee Lamb is optimal?
Like 70.
Probably like 50.
44. And then what about Ferg?
Probably
20
higher. Really? I would go higher than 44.
No.
No, I'm going to say 25,
Really?
maybe 30.
20.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That can happen, but it's threading a small needle, and you don't need to thread that needle. Like, because if you get 60 points from Dak and CD, your lineup is in a good spot. You don't need to get 62 points from, I don't
That's
know,
fair.
Goff and CD. You know, it's like
Yeah,
not
that's
giving
fair.
you that much help.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation for sure. It's like, do you want the most absolute points, or do you want the chance at scoring, ceiling numbers with all your players? That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So
whoa.
Go ahead. Wow, this could be an interesting team. We say that, and then it's going to be the same 5 picks, just in a different order.
Yeah, this guy's gonna get blessed with fucking CD at 3.
Wow, CD going at 3. Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it like me what said, it can happen. You can get that, but it's threading a needle. You don't really need to do that.
Also, just Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, what's the stat update?
2 for 15.
Still? All right.
At halftime. Yes, still, Anthony. He doesn't score points. Just for the record, Conklin is 2 for 44.
For me, this is Mason here.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Mason and then one of the receivers.
Jefferson?
Yeah.
We already have that combination.
You want Nico? Marv?
No
Marv so far.
Get like a Kyler.
Yeah. We could even get a Marv McBride.
Yeah,
Kyler.
I like Marv. Detroit's defense
really lucky.
Their corners aren't that good.
Going upset only because I've drafted CD 4 times today. Yeah, it makes sense.
How do you feel? Either of you can answer this about like 3-headed monster stacks. Like I said, like a Kyler, McBride, Marvin Harrison. I mean, is that even more optimal? Yeah,
it's scary. I probably wouldn't lean. I probably if I did like 150 drafts, I'd probably do that with like less than 5% of them.
I don't always think we need to stack. I went pretty uncorrelated last week, but if I am, it's only with A-Rich, Jaden, Lamar, Hurts, Allen types. Yes, completely agree.
Makes sense. Guys that can just score points by themselves.
What was the question before that?
Just like if you were to go like a triple stack, like Kyler, McBride, Marv.
I mean, like Brian said, I would do it sometimes in the 6-mans. I would do it a lot in the 12-mans just because the field is only 5,000 people and you don't need like an absolute 90th percentile outcome in each position. Like you can have like a 10-point game from Godwin and a 20-point game from Mike Evans and still win the tournament because the field's only 5,000. But in 60,000, like you can get both guys there, especially with like guys like Marvin, McBride, who can both like get like 20 points each, no problem. I think it's fine to double stack there. But yeah.
So if Kyler falls, is he the clear pick here?
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll fall.
Goat Nab putting faith in the Sims, taking Ayuk at 3-1. Yeah.
Now here's my question. Would you be tempted to go Kyler and McBride?
This is a nice start here.
Would you be tempted to do it?
I could be convinced for that because I'm probably not going to do that myself.
But are you only doing that to diversify in case it hits, or do you truly think that has a likely chance of happening? Not that it matters now.
I don't think it's likely, but like I think it's more than 0%.
We would have hit last week. Yeah.
Tyreek Hill is still here. We're taking Kyler and Tyreek.
We're not on the clock yet.
Well, we're about to be, and they're both.
How did that happen?
Because people are scared of Thompson, even though Tyreek puts up close to similar numbers that he does with Tua. Oh, come on. I really like this team. Don't ruin it. Josh.
I think he might have auto-picked that.
Yeah, I think he did.
Fuck.
I think he timed out.
That could have been so sweet.
What else do you guys want to do here besides Kyler?
I'm checked out now.
Kyler's good. I'd have to see wide receiver what we got working with. I assume we don't like Taylor and Connor, right? Well, we don't want Connor if we get Kyler, so.
Olave, it's got to be either Olave, Jacobs, or
I'm
Flowers.
cool with Olave. If you guys.
We have a lot of him already.
Do we? I didn't think we did.
I thought we drafted him 3 times.
I like DK.
Okay.
Yeah, to diversify a bit. Yeah, that's cool.
That's fair.
Yeah, DK's ADP is not real. Like, he should not be the 30th or number 30 ADP, but because he didn't practice on Wednesday and people don't realize it was a veteran rest day, he's
Well, that has to
Rogers
be a
just
lot of
overthrew-
freaking idiots that
Rogers
don't
just overthrew
understand
Garrett
Wednesday is a rest day.
Rogers overthrew a Garrett Wilson touchdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe it's the quarterback. Maybe it's
Maybe
not
it's the
him.
quarterback. Maybe he's worse
Yeah.
than Zach Wilson.
Maybe if Garrett Wilson was just a little faster.
Yeah, maybe. I'll pull up the board here.
I'll tell you what. See, I didn't even watch the play, but CeeDee Lamb probably makes that catch.
Beat Watson. Brian wins again.
Yeah. Wilson doesn't score points, man. He looks good on the field. Doesn't score points.
Wow, Taylor falls pretty good too.
That would have been such a sick team if we got Tyree.
This team projects pretty well.
That's goat nabbed.
Yeah.
Kamara, Devonta Smith, Ayuk, Taylor. Does Taylor project well this week?
Yeah, it's pretty gross from Goat.
Not super well, but like in the 4th round, he's definitely fine.
We have to take Charbonnet if he's still there, right?
He's gone.
Thank God.
Is he?
Oh no, he's not. He's still there. We can't. We have or we can.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
no,
a shame.
DK. Oh, what a damn shame. We can't take Zach Charbonnet.
I mean, you know what we could do too, if you guys believe in like that game a lot, Arizona Detroit. We could do either Montgomery or we can't do Jameson Williams because he got drafted.
He just got drafted.
That sucks because that would have been a cool play.
So yeah, we
I
need
like
a flex and a tight end.
Tight end should probably be.
Do we just take a stab on Andrews and just say fuck it and hope that he comes alive?
Maybe him or Ferguson. If Olave's there too, do we just go 3 wide receiver builds? We haven't done that a lot.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I've been doing it more this week. It feels better than usual.
It does.
I'm just looking at the projections. So Mark Andrews projects for 8.2 and Ferg is 8.6.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm good with either. What do you think? I mean, you're the computer guy, so you'll probably go Ferg, right?
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of Ferg.
All right, I'm down for Ferg.
Do you guys want to do
And
Ferg
Olave?
and then Olave? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sick team.
Yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? You want to do one more? You want to do a 6-man or 12-man to finish up?
I'd be willing to give myself a challenge. Want to do another 12er?
Yeah. It's rad.
Because only because we're definitely taking Adam Thielen.
Well,
it's mandatory.
If you want to do like a Carolina double stack, like I'm so okay with that. I think it's probably like fine.
I mean, realistically, out of the 5,000 people that do this, what total number of people do you think will have that? Less than 10?
No, more than that. 50?
Think so?
Less than
have
50.
a double stack with
probably
the Carolina team?
Like 10 and 20. Like
Yeah,
a double stack, probably about 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Double stack.
Yeah, like
sorry.
Single stacks or more. Like 20.
Single stack I could understand. I'm glad Rogers overthrew Wilson. Otherwise, I would have looked like kind of an idiot on stream. But right now, I look like a genius.
I'm trying to see. You're an Eagles fan. 35% Olave so far. Yeah.
Smart man.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that secondary is scary bad. Olave, I mean, if Olave is the one that catches those touchdowns instead of Shaheed, then Olave is probably going in like the 2nd round.
How much Shaheed do you have this week, Eric? Just curious. I know you love him, so.
I don't think any.
Really?
Yeah, I have none.
Oh.
I'll take a bunch of him though at the end.
You don't dance with the guy that you brought there?
Yeah, no, I'll take some of them though for sure.
He found his new sexy toy in Olave this week.
Yeah.
The problem is people, it seems like, are more optimistic on Shaheed than Olave, but Olave's a better player.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so 4 more people. If anyone in the stream wants to join, Goat Nabbed, Meat Wad. I don't know if you've done all your drafts for the night, but if you want to join us for one more dog bowl, a couple spots left to fill.
Jets game is 14-3, and the Jets are in field goal range with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, New England is not looking good covering. It's going to have to be a backdoor cover right now.
It's happened before.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for now.
Oh, Gonabs is in. Nice.
I just said in the Discord that we need 4 too, so it should fill a little bit quicker.
Cool.
Pat's O-line is a turnstile.
That's true. I think they had 2 linemen ruled out for this game, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Anthony?
I didn't even see, honestly.
Okay, I thought they did, but I thought I read a report, but it might have been, I may have been misremembering it.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I had an OnlyFans model like my tweet about Sims, so I didn't know she was into like the whole underdog stuff, but it's pretty cool that it's spreading.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually the audience we need.
Yeah, I know, because I looked at our demographics and it was 100% male, so we need to diversify.
Yeah, the people that subscribe to her would also probably enjoy this content.
All right, so we got this draft filled with a bunch of sweaty guys now.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're the 7th pick. I think this week I'd actually enjoy drafting in the middle range.
Meatwad, Gumby, Chess Liam sandwich. So this guy Chess Liam won Best Ball Mania 2 or 3. He's not as good as you think he is, though.
Is this the guy that was in on the Bills?
He just picked all the Bills.
Nice.
More OnlyFans model promotion equals more fish. Let's go. So true.
Oh yeah.
Fish in here. So Goat Napped in here. Best Ball Viper. We want him in our drafts. Roto Run. That's John. Copper. Lava. Copper was the guy who was drinking while drafting last week.
Yep.
EDN. Turbo. He follows me on Twitter. Likes my tweets.
We like him. All right, good. So we got a nice lobby here.
Oh my god, he shanked it.
Really?
Nice.
I think Meatwad agrees with you. Another incompletion to Garrett Wilson.
Dude, you don't see. There's certain players that you should box score watch, and Garrett Wilson is all of them. Olave 4 for 81 last week, missed a touchdown because he fell on the 1-yard line. Garrett Wilson 2 for 15. He's right now the 5th leading receiver in the Jets.
He's like in Josh Palmer territory.
I'd rather have Josh Palmer. Interesting. Starting with 3 wide receivers,
Yeah.
Lamb, Amon-Ra, and Jefferson, 1, 2, and 3. I was told this lobby is sharp. I'm yet to see a sharp pick. I've now seen a sharp pick in Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara's. I'm surprised. Wow, the Pats O-line is so bad.
I think just in these 12-team formats, running back's going to get thin quick. Are you guys looking at running back here?
We always have our trusty Charbonnet in the 3rd.
No comment.
We do.
So if you guys want
Barkley or Achane.
one of Barkley, Achane, which feels nice. Lava, Tony Mason, which is a good pick.
I think I'd rather have Barkley than Achane this week.
Well, we get Achane.
Yeah, that's how life is.
Life is hard.
It really is. It is.
Kobe Brisket throw. Oh my god, he just took a ginormous hit on that Hail Mary. Dropped the interception though. First half's over.
14-3.
Yeah, 14-3.
Yeah. You know what's funny? A year from now, when BBM, maybe a little less, 10 months from now, Meatwad's going to be on the clock in a BBM 5. He's going to have the 109. And he's going to think back to this very stream when Garrett Wilson is staring at him in the face. And he's going to go, you know what? That random stream, I'm going to stay away from him this year. And you know what, Meatwad? When that happens and you wind up winning, come back and tell us how you did.
But what if they draft Arch Manning?
The Giants are getting Arch Manning.
Well, yeah. So what did Liam do? Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah, makes sense. That is not a good pick.
Must be a Lions fan to say. That must be so awesome, though.
What must
You're
be awesome?
welcome, you will not have to thank me. Just you not picking Wilson is thanking enough.
I just want to see where they have. Yeah, Gibbs is projected below James Conner, so that's what we're doing this week.
Connor just went at the 1-2 turn.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
very early for James Conner.
His ADP is like 27.
Yeah. This could be an interesting pick here. Go back. I don't care about this guy. He's dead now. So we got Achan.
Early tight end. Early tight end.
Jackass on mine.
Early tight end alert.
Do we go McBride?
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Kyler?
punt it if not.
We could go McBride Kyler if you want to get the stack.
Where'd
Ooh,
Marv
that
go?
is tasty. I mean, Kyler's not going to make it back to us.
Marv's
probably,
behind us, so
but-
he might make it back.
Oh, Turbotron.
Okay,
That was
I'm down to try it back.
Well, now we can.
really disgustingly rude of you.
What do you guys
Hold
want to do?
I'm cool with Bowers.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Okay. Wow, we agree. All three of us? This has to be the wrong pick.
Yeah, it has to be.
What a...
Whoa. It's a good pick.
No, it has to be wrong if we all agree.
The problem is this was our first early tight end build of
Oh.
the day. That's why.
Fighting back. We got Goat Nap fighting words.
Okay. Wilson's always covered by the best corner in the league. Last week it was McDuffie. This week
No,
it's
that was Chase. Relax.
Whatever.
Get straight.
What was his excuse the last 2 years? He finished as wide receiver 32 and he was being drafted as the wide receiver 6. Somebody hold this man accountable. He's 2 for 15. Alan Lazard has 3 times his freaking yards. Conklin has 3 times his yards. Wake up! Sorry.
Moving on. Bowers had to
I
be picked.
agree. I agree.
Sorry, Anthony. Zach Wilson and Meatwad loves it.
Oh my God. You guys need to go into GA. Garrett Anonymous. You guys are apologists for this poor man.
Oh man, it's too funny. I just got
I didn't
clapped
think when
at.
we started this podcast that I'd be the Garrett Wilson hater.
Who does Cincinnati play this week? Out of curiosity. You
Somebody
should know.
that the Panthers. I can't wait
No,
for Chase.
no. That's Vegas. Who's Cincinnati playing?
Oh, I forgot we're stacking Panthers. His sleeves are too loose. That's true. He has no swag. He has no swag.
He's also so scrawny. I mean, my God, the man. Does he even lift? Wilson.
Garrett. Yeah.
They play Washington.
Well,
that's right.
Well, what about Devontae Smith, Slim Reaper? You love him.
Devontae Smith is a good player. Yeah.
I think you're shaming him.
No, they're about the same build. Garrett Wilson just doesn't score points.
Well, Garrett Wilson's also, I think, taller. I think Garrett Wilson's like probably 6'2", and Devontae's probably like.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, I think Devontae Smith is a generous 5'11", probably like.
Garrett
5'5".
Wilson's 6 foot, 6'180".
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just scrawny.
All right.
Some are saying the lack of swag is more of a dog mindset. I don't know. You look good, you feel good, you play good. He doesn't look good, so he can't feel good.
He looks good. He just doesn't play well. He looks great on the field. He really does. You would probably think he has averaging like 80 yards, but reality, it's 2 for 15 against the Patriots.
Patriots defense isn't bad.
Every week, it's an apology. I said it before the season. It was week 1. This is the excuse. Week 2, it's a bad game. Week 3, Aaron Rodgers overthrows him. You know what? The people that draft him don't care about why he's not scoring. It's just that he's not scoring.
I wonder how much. Let me check how much I have of him.
2% is too much. And then we got to focus on our pick. And I need some Adderall. I need some Xanax.
I don't think you need any Adderall.
Yeah.
DK and JSN 8.
Yeah, 16 targets for JSN.
I love JSN, man.
Oh, I only have 6% Garrett Wilson. I only drafted him 5 times.
Maybe I got to you.
Maybe you did. I have more Tyler Conklin.
And he's doing better than this. He's got 3 times receiving yards.
Garrett Wilson is Bay.
I'm starting to sweat. I may have to take a shower after this because I am not prepared. I was not prepared to talk about Garrett Wilson for 15 minutes today. All right.
So if we wanted to,
I see the board here.
If we want to do our pre-discussed strategy, we can do like Charbonnet here, and then go with like the Carolina disgustingness.
Do you want to go Henry, Anthony, just to diversify from Sharp?
Can we please, pretty please? Because I just think
Henry's
Charbonnet
gone. How unfortunate.
Oh.
That is a shame.
I would even go. I know it's a bad matchup, but I even like Dobbins more.
No.
Ooh, I don't like Dobbins.
You can't like Dobbins against TJ Watt.
We'll see. All right, that's my hot take. Dobbins outscored Charbonnet this week.
I like Neighbors. Neighbors and Godwin are attractive.
That's fine for me. Yeah,
Neighbors or Godwin, Anthony.
I'm good with either.
Yeah,
whatever.
which one?
Yeah, whatever we want to do.
Neighbors.
Do we? So in the 12 team format, we still don't have to have 2 running backs, right? We could go just HN if the board fell that way.
We could just take
3 receivers.
Please for
Thank you, Meatwad.
Sharps.
Thank you.
In fairness to Anthony, he did call Jaden Daniels as being his bust pick in week 2, which was great.
It was right, but it was wrong. He ran so bad.
Look, knocking on the door doesn't mean anything if you can't actually open it.
They had
why do we not take the same mindset for Garrett Wilson?
I don't like him that much. I think you're being very unfair to Jamar Chase. That's what I said. I'll let Gumby talk about Wilson if he likes him. I don't like him that much.
I mean, I think Wilson's very good at football. That's all.
Okay. Goatnap said Dobbins looks 100% healthy, which is scary for the league. He is a beast. Yeah. Gumby liked Dobbins coming out of college.
I just don't know how much they're gonna are they gonna use him enough to be like really, really good for fantasy?
He needs like 10 carries. He pops a long run every week that he's healthy. I swear to God.
17 last week, but they ran the ball like 50 times.
38 or 35. Yeah, they split carries with Edwards. That's how it is.
Yeah, but Gus blows.
Who's our team?
I know they're gonna use him, but
what'd you say? Who's our tight end? Bowers.
Team. HN, Neighbors, Bowers.
This is a good team.
It's a good start.
Yeah, we're gonna ruin it with Carolina.
I know, it's a shame. Do we really want to end the stream on Carolina?
We don't have to.
It's just a thought. JSN's still there. Wow, that's
an attractive pick.
Do we like? What about? I mean, do we like Diggs in a revenge game? I mean, we talked about a lot of people are gonna have Nico.
That's interesting.
I
won't say stack him with Stroud. What's that?
I won't say what the projections think about Houston receivers.
They don't like him?
No, they like Tank Dell.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. If you want to take
for my redraft teams, I would love that.
Who would you take right now if you were drafting alone, Eric?
Probably Rashad White.
Oh. I mean, go for it if that's your conviction. I don't like it.
Tank Dell or JSN?
I don't know.
I would go JSN. If you like Tank, go for it. But
I can't wait for Tank to have like 103.
Yeah, I'll have enough of him. Don't worry. Tank Dell, baby. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Anthony, that was a funny little noise you just made there.
It was disgust. That's another guy I just hate, Rashad White. Do not like him. Probably like him a little bit more than Charbonnet.
It's so funny.
I love him.
Rashad White's inefficient, but he actually scores fantasy points. He was the running back for
He
last.
does. I think he's going to get replaced pretty soon.
Bucky, yeah, I actually do like Bucky.
He's also questionable, so got to keep that in mind. So, do you guys are we going to do this Carolina thing? I'm cool with it. I think it's fine.
Let's see who's on the board first. I don't want to do it just for the sake of.
That's fair. We could also do Gino.
Gino with JSN is cool. The problem is, like, I don't know, with Skylar Thompson there, they may not have to do much. Like, they may not have to throw it 50 times like they did the last week and a half.
Yeah, but I think they want to.
Do they? I mean, if Charbonnet is, I guess it's a hedge against Charbonnet not doing well, not being able to run the ball.
It's not a hedge.
Well, no, I mean, because we've drafted so much Charbonnet.
What's the word?
Leverage.
Direct leverage. Yeah, it's leverage on Charbonnet.
Ooh.
What do we need? Oh, quarterback. Okay.
Quarterback and a flex.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was in a dog bowl earlier where I had JSN and Gino. I actually like that.
I like it. Do you guys think JSN is like good? Is it another Garrett?
Yes, he's good. Yes. No, there's a lot of people who actually believe that JSN at Ohio State was a better player than Garrett Wilson in college. Which, I mean, for what is that worth in the NFL? Nothing.
Not much, because Garrett Wilson's ass. But anyway.
So we're on the clock in 2 picks. So like I said, we can take tight end out.
Deontay is good value here.
I don't hate it.
Although Dobbins. What if Dobbins does what he does? and we get him as the last round.
I'm surprised he's falling this much.
Do we have any, like, even a little bit of good feelings towards Zamir White against Carolina, or are we just out on that dude completely?
I think Zamir's fine.
Not good at football.
Dobbins or Zamir, I'm cool with either one.
I mean, in this situation, I would take Dobbins. Do you agree with that, Brian? Or
I do.
The only thing is Gino got taken, so we might need to do Andy Dalton and get
Maybe we'll do Dalton and Deontay then.
or Daniel Jones.
Can't take Daniel Jones. Not against Cleveland.
We'll do Deontay then. Deontay and Dalton.
Goatnapped asked Garrett Wilson or Amon-Ra straight up. I don't know if that's a joke or not, so I won't even dignify that.
It's definitely Amon-Ra.
Of course it's Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra is a target hog. Garrett Wilson has 4 targets. You know how many Breece Hall has? 4. Same as Lazard and Coughlin.
I can't believe Lazard is going to be good, man.
Why?
Wait, Brian, wait. Here's my question for you. Garrett Wilson or Jamar Chase?
Oh, that's not even
Jamar Chase.
All
Jamar
right,
Chase has scored
thank
fantasy
you.
points in the past.
Jamar Chase has scored fantasy points. That's good.
Garrett Wilson is the wide receiver 33 every year. And you know what he is right now after week 2? Wide receiver 33.
Is he actually? Or are you
Yes,
just
he
showing
is.
me?
No, I swear to God, he is.
That's consistent. I like that.
And after this game, he'll be wide receiver 33.
So Liam has quite possibly the worst dog bowl team I've ever seen in my life. He has Jahmyr Gibbs, Brandon Ayuk, and then Kittle in the 3rd round, who's not going to play, stacked with Brock Purdy.
That's the winning lineup right there because it's going to swap out to, like, I don't even know, Isaiah Likely or something.
No, he got taken, right? Didn't Isaiah get taken?
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
I didn't see him off the board.
Gonap got him. Yeah.
Oh, good pick, Goatnapped. I actually think that's not a bad pick. So we're on the clock here, coming up to round out.
Good. I like this because you were saying you like Pollard too, and we like Olave.
We're really
And you
taking
got
Andy
the Prescott,
Dalton here.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, we're doing the Andy Dalton.
It's dirty, but it has to be done.
Nice bring back for the skinny, yes sir.
For sure. I mean, this team is not going to project well, but it could accidentally win.
Are you guys out on Pittman?
Yeah. If Richardson's going to complete 10 passes a game and Pittman's a short target guy, I mean, Richardson likes to air it out. I'd rather have a guy like A.D. Mitchell or Josh Downs than I would.
Like Alec Pierce. Actually, Josh Downs coming back. Yeah, that's
Josh
compelling.
Downs full practice.
Yeah.
I like Josh Downs a lot. I've been trying to trade for him in our Dynasty League for months.
The thing is high ankle sprain. I'm concerned he's going to start slow. Wilson or Pittman. This is a good bit, Brian. I like this. Wilson
or Pittman? Ooh, that is ugly. I would probably go Wilson.
Yeah,
Wilson's more talented than Pittman. I'm really not trying to be funny with my Garrett Wilson hate. I mean, I'm just trying to spread the PSA here that Garrett Wilson has been the wide receiver 32 the last 2 years. He's the wide receiver 32 right now. And next year he's still going to go in the 1st round.
Because he's going to have a new quarterback. It's going to make all the difference in the world for him.
And then the excuse next year is going to be he's playing with a rookie quarterback. It's going to be like Caleb Williams and DJ Moore this year. And then the next year it's going to be like, something else. I don't know. His left shoe was a half size too big.
Oh, my God. If I speak, I'll be in big trouble, but someone read off Best Ball Vipers team.
Okay. We got Amon-Ra with Laporta in the 2nd, Jameson Williams. And then to just really go full force into that Lions game, he picks Jared Goff. And then he gets Jerome Ford and Cam Akers. Ford, I'm a little concerned about, actually.
Gross.
Lazard outperforms Wilson rest of the season. Wilson goes round 8 in BBM. Would you take him in round 8?
Yes, I would. The thing is with Wilson, the reason I hate him is because the value just doesn't make any sense. He's producing as a wide receiver 30. I mean, Adam Thielen probably finished last year higher than him in rank. Like,
I do not think he did.
I don't think that's true.
That is an inaccurate statement.
He probably. That's true. Give me a minute. Don't end the stream yet.
I bet you it's not even close.
So we'll just read off a couple people's teams. Copper had Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, Zay Flowers, DJ Moore, Fryermuth, and Caleb. He did kind of what you were saying, Anthony, with the two running backs to start. Lava had Mason, DK, Henry, Ferg, Smith, and Pickens. That team's going to project pretty well. And and then Liam with the San Francisco double. I won't speak about the Detroit triple stack because that is just crazy.
Adam Thielen was wide receiver 30. Garrett
Was he
Wilson
really?
was wide receiver 36.
Well, I'll be damned.
In full
be
PPR.
damned.
So,
That's
sorry.
crazy.
That's standard. Let me do half. Hold on one
And
second.
you know what? And that was based off the 2 games with Andy Dalton for Thielen.
Adam Thielen in half PPR was wide receiver 25. Garrett Wilson was wide receiver 32.
Oh, Meatwad, you're turbo? I didn't know that. Yeah, the Pittman's a fun debate because
Oh, I thought I made. Oh, did I make fun of you, Meatwad? I'm sorry if I did.
I
I
don't
didn't
think
know
you
it was
did.
you.
It is the year of the running back, Copper. I totally agree. The way that these defenses are playing too high safety, there's just no incentive for any team to not just ground and pound the ball.
It's not just the too high safety. It's everyone's playing these like super like light linebackers that can like cover everyone and then like you just run at them. You know?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Really quick to just finish up here. Garrett Wilson finished as wide receiver 32. Tyler Lockett was 33. Cortland Sutton was 34. Brandon Cooks was 35. And we're taking Garrett Wilson. Which one of those is not like the other? The one going at 109 in Best Ball Mania.
Well, I'm just telling you right now, it was all based off the fact of him having Zach Wilson last year versus Rodgers this year. And say what you want about that. I understand, he's a 41-year-old quarterback coming off of
an Achilles injury.
Yes. So no, I think it was a bad proposition to take him that early in the draft. And also, if you did, you were just not being smart.
Right. And also, one more thing. This will be like I'll be done after this. Drake London finished as the wide receiver 39 last year, and he was going also in the second round.
Yeah, but he had like Desmond Ritter.
And Arthur Smith. Those 2 terrorists.
And now he has Kirk Cousins coming off of an Achilles.
Yeah, and last week he did well. He had like 16 points last week.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown on a drive.
Yeah, to win the game.
Yeah, but on a drive that never should have happened. If Barkley doesn't drop that ball, Drake London finishes with 2 for 15, and he's Garrett Wilson freaking Jr.
All right. I think that'll do it for us. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the interaction. It was a fun time. Always fun when there's people in the drafts with us. Anyone else? Anything else to say?
I have to go lie down.
Yeah, you need that Xanax.
Thanks for tuning in.